Thank you, Tony. The Women's World Cup takes place this summer in Australia and New Zealand on July 20th. The first two games will be New Zealand against Norway and Australia versus the Republic of Ireland. Norway has a lot of talent, and I'm honestly excited to see how they perform. With Frida Manu, Ingrid Engen, Guru Reitan, and Barcelona star, of course, I had to bring her up, Caroline Graham-Hansen, who has been absolutely incredible in the UEFA Champions League semifinals against Chelsea with two crucial goals that helped Barcelona get to the final. She's one of the world's best wingers. Along with Caroline in Barcelona, we have Salma Parajuelo, who is only 19 years old and plays for the Spanish national team. Throughout this season, she has been an important part for Barcelona's success, with 10 goals in 16 matches. Speaking of Spain, Spain has a lot of talent, with recent events with players demanding for better conditions, and two of them being important players, like Aitana Bonmatí, which has been exceptional with in this season with Barcelona. And, of course, the return of the two-time Ballon d'Or winner, Alexia Putellas, who has recently been medically cleared to play after her ACL injury last year. If given the circumstances, they end up being on Spain's World Cup roster, along with other players that Spain definitely will be a team to look out for. Now, moving on to a player in the Sweden national team is Stina Blackstenius, who is a dangerous striker. She puts herself in the right spots to score and has always been a problem for other teams. Her goal with Arsenal against Wolfsburg in the UEFA semifinals was prime example of what she can do. Speaking of Wolfsburg and the Netherlands national team player, Jill Roord was named the player of the match against Arsenal, scoring a volley to help Wolfsburg win and move on to the finals. Since the Netherlands will be missing key players, one of them being Viviane Minima, players like Roord are really important for this team's success this summer. The recent Euro winners, the England Lionesses, will be missing key players as well. Beth Mead, Captain Leah Williamson, and Frank Kirby, all due to an ACL injury. Despite these important players, I think England still has a young talent that can help them get far in this competition, such as Ella Toone, Alexia Russo, and of course, Lauren James. Now moving on to the U.S., which I'm personally rooting for, is Group E. They're playing against Vietnam, Portugal, and the runners-up of the 2019 World Cup, Netherlands. Players to watch, in my opinion, are Sophia Smith, who has been named the NWSL 2022 MVP and the Player of the Month with the Portland Thorns, is expected to have a really big role this summer. And of course, if rising star Alyssa Thompson makes the World Cup roster, she'll be a player who can change the game. She has recently been named the NWSL Rookie of the Month with good reason as well. She has been hard for defenders to handle this season. And how can I talk about the U.S. without the OGs, the veterans, including Alex Morgan? We have Megan Rapinoe, Becky Sauerbrunn, Rose Lavelle, Lindsey Horan, and making her return after 2 years of not playing, Julie Ertz. Now the question is, can the United States win the World Cup for a third time in a row? Now let's learn how to play tennis with the club team.